Hey, Bigfoot Tony here. In this video there's a lot to get through, so I'm gonna go as fast as I can. This is a real time, real speed, normal speed, if I'm correct. You can see the kind of a blink there. Alright, and now here is the I've stabilized it, and check out the blink. As you can see, it's interesting. Here's a brighter version, same one but brighter. And what's interesting to me is it looks quite almost mechanical, or almost like, I mean, there's no expression on these faces at all, like, apart from the one blink. Actually, two blinks. To me, that let's just say that this is kind of a mask, or you know, kind of an animatronic kind of deal. And you know, there's someone there, someone holding this head, and putting their kind of like a puppet situation, putting their hand inside, and just pushing that down with their finger. That's what it looks like to me. And here's another blink. I thought it was just one, but there seems to be two at different angles. And also we have, in each one, by the way, we have different hair positioning and hair pattern, which is very odd, you know, as if something's been, you know, I'll go through that in a minute. And here's the other blink, which Todd shows, which is kind of more realistic. I don't know which one was first, or even if there is supposed to be two. I thought there was just one. But again, it just looks like somebody is kind of putting their finger through this and just pushing down there, you know? That's what it looks like to me. Especially since it's just quite strange that there's a different pattern in the hairstyle for some reason. Okay, so I'm gonna go into this now slightly, just to show you the what I mean. So possible tampering involved, or repositioning. I mean, this face, we can see so many different angles, which is very odd through a number of these subjects. For many decades, people have been trying to film these creatures and trying to get clear images of these things, and Todd manages to get many different angles of a number of different Bigfoots. This would involve moving around, clearly making noise, making sound, which would alert them. If he's saying that he did it so quietly that they didn't notice, then this is a lie, surely. There's no way anyone can do that. So they must have known that he's filming, and they allowed him to film, which goes against everything, that we know about these creatures. You know, for concealment, you know, and to stay away from humans, and to not let humans know that they're around, or that they exist half the time, you know, for their own survival. So these are from the two different blinks. As you can see, there's a more detailed and a more kind of eyebrow there, compared to this one. There's no detail here inside here, compared to over here. So what's going on there? For me, it almost looks like somebody has repositioned these, and in the meantime messed with the hair, ruffled the hair accidentally. You know, this is a possibility anyway. But they just look different. So why is that? So Todd does a speed comparison by dropping a stick vertically, which is highly inaccurate, because the subject is not running up, but coming from the side. So here's the subject. This is when they started filming, I think. Right behind this tree here, and notice that it pauses. It pauses for a couple of seconds, and then you see it lean back. as if to get ready to make a run. So this is what I believe is a human in a suit, and it's waiting there for a signal, and then when it gets a signal, whatever that signal is, it runs sideways. So it's not running from the bottom, it's not running up this hill. Again, see that? It leans back, it waits for a second or two. So it's there, it's waiting behind the tree from the side, and it runs from the side. It doesn't run up the hill. So no human, this is Todd's words, no human being can run up that hill faster than the fastest man in the world. How does he know how fast the subject is going? Todd says this proves it's real. No, it doesn't prove it's real. So we cannot rely on using the accuracy of the trunk width. So someone did a video for Todd, and Todd shows this video and how amazing and accurate it is, and correct it is, of lining these two trunks up here to get a measurement of the creature compared to Todd. So we cannot rely on using the accuracy of the trunk width because one is more blurry than the other. These are my words, by the way. Also, it's far away from the subject. We must find another way. So line up the trees as they are closer to the subject. So the subject is here and closer to these trees, and the trees are slightly more in the background, beyond this trunk, nearer where the creature is, and aligned up with the creature actually, which is good. So what I will do, I will so these trees here, this tree here, or a number of trees, are basically the same trees as here, and they have like a pattern, which match up to each other. The branches are the same. The pattern and the alignment. I will make a copy of these trees here, and then I will flip it horizontally and move them over here, just so you can see that they are the same. So from here, so this is the comparison video which he did later on, and this is from the original, from the very first one. You can see the Bigfoot is in there, the subject. You can see the subject is there. So this branch lines up with this one, this branch lines up with this branch, and this branch lines up with this branch, and then you have these ones here kind of tapering off inside, and these ones here again tapering off inside the other way, and you have this branch lines up with this one, so as you can see, they all line up, they are the same size. So that is just to prove that it's aligned up correctly, and it is the same size. So these trees are the same size, therefore this subject here in the original is the same size as in the environment on that time. So it matches up. So now what we can do is copy the subject, the main subject here, and basically just put him next to Todd. And here we go. As you can see, it's okay, fair enough, it's not standing up correctly, it's not standing up straight, but that doesn't matter. Even when it stands up straight, it's going to be the same size as Todd, maybe slightly smaller, and we have to factor in that this is most likely a costume, so it's going to be bulkier. So it's a human size. So again, the tree foliage matches on both videos. In fact, on the comparison, it should be larger given some time has passed. The main subject is smaller now, as should be, therefore it's average human size. The run is not in any way spectacular. The run is not in any way spectacular at all. So another way to get the measurement, also is to what I've done here, I've aligned up the trees there. There's one tree there lines up, and then this tree here lines up with this tree, and these two trees here, there's two trees there line up with them, and that lines up. It's the same. You get this pretty much the same result. Alright, okay, this one I believe is just some kind of puppet, because it's completely dead-eyed. It has no expression on its face, and the eye is looks like a glass eye. You can see the way it moves. It's quite it basically looks like somebody is moving it by hand. The eyes don't move, you know. Why would something need to move its head without moving the eyes when you could just move the eyes? You could just move your eyes, you know, around instead of moving your head. You would think that this is what an elusive creature would do. Sorry, this is in quite a strange order, but I'm trying to get through this. Humans are all over the world, but we know a human face when we see it. Doesn't matter what color or shape it is. Same with tigers, elephants, horses, etc. They all have the same look. These faces, on the other hand, for some reason look different, to the point that they are different species. One looks like it has stubble and quite realistic hair, but mechanical in movement. One looks quite simply like a puppet with no facial expression and a plastic or glass eye, and one looks absolutely real and authentic, but human in every way. Okay, so this is a comparison for the human one. As you can see, wrinkles in the forehead, just like a human, and a vertical wrinkle there, very human-like. This one again looks like a human in some kind of costume. It's hard to tell frame by frame, but when I press play, you'll have to work it out for yourself that there's a kind of a line, almost like a belt or something, and then you'll see the padding on the upper back area, kind of padding, almost, you know, as if something's been padded. As I play, you can see that, hopefully. And why didn't he continue filming after this? I mean, where did he go? There's a brighter version. Well, that goes for all of his footage, all of the videos. And here, what looks to me, you know, the hand taking the apple, looks to me like just a human hand holding a glove, a human hand with some kind of glove, thick glove. It doesn't look like a natural hand, you know, that you would see from an animal. It just looks unrealistic, in my opinion. Okay, here, this one, so somebody did a video, as Todd showed, of somebody basically trying to prove that this is too big for a human face, you know, because the number of eyes between the eyes is a lot more than a human. The eye width, the number of eyes between the eyes. So, but what they've done is they've wrongly, inaccurately cut. They've copied the one side inaccurately, and they've just basically flipped it over because they can't find the eye on the other side. I believe that's what they've done. But I actually found the eye. If you look here, you can just see the white area. So what I did, I took it into Lightroom, and I basically brought it out. And here's the this is the original with nothing done, and you can just about see a lighter area there, which is part of the eye of the human, who's wearing some kind of color lenses. So that's what I've done here, basically. And then you can see where the eye is, and so now we can basically get a measurement of the side. And I've done this kind of dissection here, where you can see the I've put guides here, so that we can see where we are. And all you need to do is I've made notes here for myself: flip right side, add contrast, brightness, line up eyelid, to prove it's halfway, just to prove that it's halfway. That's what I'm doing here. So I'm gonna copy this side, and then we're gonna flip it over, Here we go. Again, flip horizontally, and then we're going to put it on this side. And when I flick on and off, you can see that the eye is right in front of the other eye, which means that it's more or less correct there. So it's in the right place. So this halfway line is in the right place. That's the main point. That's what I was trying to say. And the eye is there. So now we know where the eye is, and we can line it up with other human faces, which is what it is. It's just a human with black polish on his face. The eyes line up the same with other human proportions, and the middle of the nose lines up. Same thing here. You can see this is more of an older person, I guess, with the lines in the forehead. Same thing there. As you can see, the eyes line up, and the center of the nose lines up. Everything lines up. So it's just a human. Simple as that. So some thoughts here. We conveniently see only the back of the full body subjects because it's less work and safer for a hoaxer like Todd to get away with. The ones with close-up detail in them, we only see the head and shoulders. Again, because it's easier to fake. 4 of the videos Todd was unable to get footage of the subject walking away. Come on. He clearly lied and said the subject was running up the hill. You would think he would study the video enough to know it was coming from the side and behind the tree, because he doesn't want you to know that. The runner pauses as if waiting for a signal, with back towards the camera, leans back and runs awkwardly upright and leaning back still, off balance, runs exactly like a human struggling on uneven ground. So hopefully this video doesn't get taken down. Hopefully, I don't know what to say to stop that happening, but it's not like I'm using these videos for my own gain. It's not monetized. Okay guys, let me know what you think. Thanks for watching.